Hi there! It's been a while. I'm a little fuzzier than last time we talked. So a little housekeeping to start. I want to point out that in a past video, I had said that Don't Ask, Don't Tell would never be repealed by Congress. Some of you asked that I make a retraction, so here it is. I was wrong about that. And I'm glad that I was wrong about that. Now I can say things like, shouldn't all of our soldiers be able to marry whomever they want? However, I don't feel that I'm wrong when I say that both parties use wedge issues to fire up their base for elections, and neither party really cares one way or the other. When Republicans rail against illegal immigration and then it turns out that they have illegal immigrants as full-time paid staff in their mansions, that's not hypocrisy. That's just full-blown contempt for the stupidity of voters. When Democrats say that they care about poor people, but they're not willing to talk about single-payer health care or a living wage, that's not that they're playing to the middle. They just don't care. They've got corporate dollars that they have to chase for the next electoral battle. Which brings me to another point that I'd like to develop more in a later video. The real power center in the United States of America is not in Washington, D.C. Now, this should already be apparent to those of you familiar with the term soft power. And those of you who are will recognize that the place where the majority of the nation's decisions are actually made is Wall Street, New York City. Protesting in Washington, D.C., hoping to be heard by Congress or the President, is kind of like yelling at the guy behind the cashier at McDonald's about the clear-cutting that's going on in Brazil to make way for cattle. It might make you feel better, but the kid behind the counter isn't the one making the real decisions. He's only there because that's where he gets his paycheck. His job is to keep his head down, not complain, and convince you to buy apple pie. Which isn't really even apple pie, it's like some sort of processed strudel in a cardboard box. And ain't that America? If you really want to be heard by the real decision makers in America, why don't you go down to Wall Street with a hacksaw and cut the balls off that giant bronze bull? One more item of housekeeping. This video is sort of an experiment. I want to see if anybody out there actually wants me to continue making videos, or not. If you do, please subscribe over at my blog, punkpatriot.blogspot.com. Contribute at whatever level is right for you. We can work together on this. If I can get, say, 60 people to contribute at $10 a month, which is $2.50 a week, I'll be able to afford to quit my job, where I'm currently working mandatory overtime 54 hours a week. And then I can find part-time work and do the Punk Patriot show. Right now, I currently have 5 subscribers at the $10 a month level. They are awesome people who get it. I want to say thank you to Makey Both, Patty Ellis, Jason Dawson, Michelle Duffy, and Billy Ray Lusoff, or Lukoff. I hope I pronounced that right. I know some of you are asking, wait, didn't you get rich with your YouTube partnership and your thousands of views on the last few videos you made? No. Due to a glitch, Google AdSense was never linked with my YouTube account, and so I was never able to receive my whopping monthly paycheck of 38 cents in ad revenue. Now, some of you out there are kids who think that everything on the internet should be free. And I want to tell you something. Real life is filled with things that are not free, and I need them to stay alive. So if I'm going to work all the time so that I can keep myself alive, then I won't have time to make these videos. So if you're okay with that, please don't donate, and I'll just go away.